The remains of 61-year-old Onkemetse Siako is among the 6 bodies that will be repatriated to Botswana today. Siako was traveling with her granddaughter, 8-year-old Atlang, for their annual pilgrimage to Moria in Limpopo when the bus plunged off a bridge and crashed into the embankment below, then catching fire. 45 people died, including the driver of the bus. Little Atlang is the sole survivor. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan joins us now from the mortuary at the Mokopane Hospital in Limpopo. Karinda, it has been quite an intense morning. When we spoke to you a few hours ago, family was there in the process of making those identifications. Where are they now?
Certainly, the family members have been at this mortuary viewing the bodies, the remains of their loved ones, and they're still undergoing this counseling process. It's actually quite a long process because of the state of the remains that they need to view, and so that is why there are social workers as well as therapists on standby to speak to them. At first to advise them about what they would see, and then afterwards to speak to them about what they have seen and how they feel about this. Essentially, it's an important process as they go forward. And what will happen now is various family members are applying for the repatriation process. They are assisted by officials that are here. They will have the death certificate signed after confirming that this is the person they know that has passed on. And then undertakers from Botswana will be coming to South Africa to assist with this process to move the remains from South Africa to Botswana. Officials haven't given a timeline of when that will take place, but they say it is unlikely to happen today, most likely by Sunday going forward. We expect more details about that as well. But these are the 6 people that have been identified. Among them, like you mentioned, the grandmother of Atlang Siako. And just to take you back to that fateful day 2 weeks ago, what happened was, as the bus was coming down the hill towards the bridge, it was moving quite fast with speed, and passengers might have known that this bus was going to crash because 3 passengers jumped out of the bus. 2 of them were the grandmother and Atlang Siako. The grandmother managed to throw her granddaughter out of the bus onto the road, and then she jumped out as well. 61 years old, sadly, she died on the way to hospital, and we know that little Atlang is the sole survivor. So we do have family members that are here, and what the health MEC has said is that they told the community that it's only the people that are very strong emotionally that should come, so that they can bear witness to what has happened and bear witness to the remains. I do believe that we have a bite of the Limpopo Health MEC just speaking about this process, and you can take a listen to that.
The fingerprinting of 6 came out positive. Then we will then be able to say, let the family come. Because now when the families are here, they are going to do the 3rd, which is the legal process, where they are going to view all the bodies, 6 of them. After viewing, each family member will be able to view and confirm that we know this person. Once they are done and be able to do it in writing, sign all the documents, then our Home Affairs team, they are already here. They will then be able to print issue the death certificate. Now, once the death certificate is issued, the family will also will assist them today to apply for repatriation. So once they are done with the repatriation, DECO is also here to assist us. Department of Health, we are also ready to issue certificates that this body remains are not infectious. They did not die of any infectious disease. As such, they are safe to travel to Botswana.
It's a very tragic day for the family, and while Onkemetse Siako's body is being identified and that process begins, Iman, I'd like to share with you a little anecdote that I heard from the MEC just moments ago about the well-being of Atlang Siako, 8 years old. She's doing well according to the Botswana High Commissioner, but she's also speaking about her life going forward. She told the High Commissioner that she wants to be a medical doctor when she grows up. Why? Because when she was here, she said she was treated well as she was recovering. She loved being around the doctors and nurses, painkillers, but what she wants to do as she grows up is to find a way to give someone painkillers without the injection, because that's what she hated the most. And she says that's what she's going to do as she grows up. And certainly South Africa, Botswana will be watching her future closely and maybe supporting her, encouraging her, because she is, of course, the sole survivor of this tragedy that has really had the world's eyes on South Africa and Botswana. So she's doing well, she's recovering, and she's helping authorities as well as they continue to investigate.
Yeah, Karinda, it's really poignant to think that out of a tragedy, you know, the seeds of a dream can be born in the little girl as you share her aspirations for the future in relieving the pain of other people. Certainly is a beautiful sentiment. Karinda, Jagmohan there with the latest on the repatriation of the remains of those who perished in that tragedy.